everybody, my name is AnotherSoviet and welcome back to my latest Pokemon Showdown match. Today I am using my NU for Alligator team with, of course, Sock, Probopass, Vileplume, and Camerupt, and Cryogonal rather. And today we are going to be facing off against a very interesting team, not very run-of-the-mill, not a very regular NU team, so it's going to be an interesting match here. And he leads off with his Meowstic, and I start with my Vileplume, so I am going to just switch out into my Camerupt, I think, and see what he will have for me, because my Camerupt is kind of specially defensive here, as well as my Vileplume is also very specially defensive as well as physically defensive. He's very balanced in both, but of course Poison is weak to Psychic, so we do not want to stay in and take one of those. His Psychic is going to drop our special defense one, but that's not going to bother me too much. I'm just going to stay in and go for a Stealth Rock, and he puts out a Light Screen, which is fine. So we're just going to stay in and probably go for a Lava Plume and see if we can get maybe a burn off, because it has a 30% chance, which is a decent chance. So if you guys enjoy this commentary, please leave a thumbs up. It lets me know that you enjoy what you're seeing, and I will continue to post more for you guys if you do. Of course, I'll continue to post anyway, because I haven't gotten a whole lot of support so far. And I've posted so far 20 videos in the last 20 days. Counting this video, actually, so 19 so far, but the vlogs are kind of cheap videos, but whatever. So we are going to probably switch out into Vileplume against this Fracture, because he is most likely going to be he's going to be a physical attacker, I'm sure of. And our Vileplume will take a physical hit quite nicely, whereas our Camerupt probably won't. But again, it is a Mega Camerupt now, so I'm glad I got the Mega Evolution off, and he's going to get a Dragon Dance up, which is fine. I'm going to go for a Leech Seed, I think, just to try to get that up. And you guys know me, I'm always, with this Vileplume, I always like to be annoying and throw Leech Seeds out. I often do that with bulky grass types. I like to run Leech Seed and Giga Drain or Synthesis if they can do it, and just make them like annoyance characters, make them last as long as they can, and get seeds up, Leech Seed up on just about everything that they have, so that you're basically constantly sapping health from them and gaining it back to whatever Pokemon you bring out. But anyways, I'm going to switch into Probopass here, because I do not want to lose Vileplume, and the Probopass will probably take an Outrage better, and he does. Only takes me down to 67 or whatever, and he's gonna get confused from that, and we're gonna draw in more health from the Leech Seed, so we're doing pretty good here against this Fracture. So we're gonna Flash Cannon it, and he's probably gonna switch, and he does. He goes into Tropius, so Flash Cannon is gonna do fuck all. And we are going to just Volt Switch here, because we can take whatever he wants to throw at us. And he's going to substitute, unfortunately, so Volt Switch isn't going to do a whole lot here to break his sub. So we're probably just gonna go into Camerupt. I think that's a safe bet. Of course our Mega Camerupt. The regular Camerupt non-Mega physical defensiveness is really weak. Anybody that is a semi-strong physical attacker, even if you resist it, is probably gonna take him out. But as you can see here, Mega Camerupt can take physical attacks much nicer. But unfortunately, he does get paralyzed there from the body slam, which is not too big of a deal. So we're gonna go for a Stone Edge, and we're paralyzed, unfortunately. We're just gonna keep going for Stone Edge to try and break his sub here, and Stone Edge will probably hurt him quite a bit. We break the sub there, and unfortunately he is also using the Annoyance Leech Seed tactic, and he also has a Paralyze off of my Camerupt, and of course Stone Edge is gonna miss there. So this is gonna be a dead Camerupt, which I don't have too big of a problem with. So now we're gonna go into Cryogonal and Freeze Dry to break his sub, potentially. Because in my last video, I don't know if you guys saw it or not, but Freeze Dry broke the sub every time I used it, which I was really surprised with. So this is basically, if he decides to stay in, we're just going to keep going for Freeze Dry, but I'm going to try to get a Toxic because I think he's going to switch, and he does. He switches into Meowstic, and we get a nice Toxic poison off on the Meowstic. So we're just going to keep going for a Freeze Dry to see if he is going to stay in, and if he is, then we're going to be that much closer to taking him out. And he is going to T-Wave us and paralyze our Cryogonal, which is a bit of a nuisance. He's running a few, it looks like he's trying to run Para-Hacks a little bit, but that's okay, because we do have a Toxic up, of course. And we're going to Freeze Dry here as he gets his Light Screen and Reflect up, which I am fine with. And he brings out Deden. So we're just going to go for a Toxic and try to get a poison off on him, but unfortunately he's going to have Substitute again. So we're just going to be stuck spamming Freeze Dry for a while again, unfortunately. And we don't break the sub there, so it's going to take longer. And he's going to miss Charge Beam there, and we're going to be paralyzed, so it doesn't matter, of course. So yeah, we're just going to keep spamming Freeze Dry until we can break his sub. I could try and save Cryogonal and switch out into something else, but honestly, I don't want to get I don't really want to get anything else paralyzed. And he's just gonna keep Charge Beaming. I don't know why. Must be he doesn't have any other move. But excuse me. But it's really weird, yeah. And we're just gonna keep getting paralyzed here, which is extremely annoying. And just continue to go for Freeze Dry over and over till we break that sub. And we get a crit on the sub, of course. And we break it, and he's got one Substitute left. Oh, he gets berries. Scratch that. So we're gonna break his sub there. We're gonna go for Freeze Dry again. And he's gonna wipe us out with a Thunderbolt, which I am fine with. And we're gonna go into Probopass. And try to Flash Cannon. Or no, we're gonna try to Toxic him. And we get a Toxic up on Den, which is very good. I think we needed that. So I want to hard switch into Vileplume here because I think he's probably going to go for another Grass Knot. And luckily he does, so we are fine there. We gain all the health back. And we just want to get probably a Leech Seed up in case he tries to switch out. And in case we live, which we do, so we can get some health back. And the Toxic is going to be the death of him. And we have a very much dead Vileplume here. There isn't much option for him left. And that kind of makes this somewhat of a close game. But I think I am doing fine anyway. So with that being said, I think I want to just sacrifice my Vileplume here. Or, yeah, I'm just gonna sacrifice it here and then send out my Sock here. Because Sock, I didn't want to hard switch into him. I want to keep my Sock as healthy as I possibly can. So I'm just going to close combat from here. And we're going to take Oko, the Mighty Ina. Take him out very easily. And this is turning into somewhat of a longer game, or at least it looks like it. And let's see what he switches into. He's probably going to bring out Fracture again. And he does. Rock's really doing damage to his team. He doesn't have anything to take him out. And we're going to close combat and take out his Fracture. But yeah, he has nothing to take out these Stealth Rocks the whole match. So that really does a number on his team. Including this Tropius, who actually has a Citrus Berry. So it's a little annoying. And we're going to hard switch into Probopass here because we do not want to keep Sock locked into close combat for Tropius, and Probopass can probably take a hit or two from Tropius, and I also have the Volt Switch possibility. But he's going to substitute, unfortunately. I had forgotten about that. Or I had forgotten about the fact that he had substitute on his Tropius. And we're just gonna switch into Sock here, and we're just gonna go for we're just gonna switch back into Probopass, I think, and try to stall it out and try to break his sub here. And it's just gonna be probably a little bit of an annoy fest here. And we break his sub there with one Flash Cannon, fortunately, so we're going to go for a Toxic, but he's probably going to sub anyway, and he does. I'm okay with that. So we're just going to keep Flash Cannon. We're just going to keep going for a Flash Cannon, and trying to, take out his sub. And he gets the Leech Seed up on us. So our time is very limited, especially seeing how we are paralyzed. So we're gonna start missing quite a few moves, I'm sure. I probably should have just switched into Sock here and made it less of an annoy fest, but I was just trying to be able to get damage off on Tropius before I bring him out. Because he's just continuing to get his substitute up, which can be a bitch. But what can you do? He's gonna take us out this turn for sure. And he's gonna Leaf Blade. So we're gonna go into Sock here and Ice Punch. Ice Punch the shit out of shit. I believe, yeah. Let's go into Sock. And yeah, we'll Ice Punch and try to break his sub here. And we do. And he's gonna Body Slam. And that doesn't do a thing. So we're just gonna Ice Punch again. And we are going to take out this Tropius. And this is pretty close to game. I only have Ice Punch, so I'm stuck on Ice Punch because of the choice band. So I'm gonna switch into Feraligatr, and he tries to use Sucker Punch, which obviously fails. So I'm gonna Dragon Dance here and make this Feraligatr very scary. And we are going to go for a Waterfall, I believe, because that's a very powerful stab move for Feraligatr. And we're going to take out the Mawile. Very surprising to take him down that easily with merely a Waterfall. But anyways, guys, thank you for watching. My name is AnotherSoviet. Please subscribe if you enjoyed and leave a thumbs up. And other than that, guys, peace out.